Hey there crew, it's Mark from MENWHOBULLET. Thanks for coming to hang out with me today as we do the official unboxing of the December subscription box from Archer and Olive. I already did my reaction video where I said this about this box. I'm hoping some of the other items in here a little bit more that I can use. If not, a lot of people in my family and a lot of people at work are going to be getting surprises. But I also really wanted to get the items into my hand myself to check everything out. Of course, I love all of your comments and the conversations we've been having inside of the comments section and on Instagram about this box. We've got people who absolutely love this box and everything that's inside of it. It's their favorite. We have others who were kind of more on my side with saying, we maybe did it a little too much with the floral. Are they snowflakes? We don't really know what they are, kind of pattern inside of here, but let's get our hands on everything and actually take a look. So open up this box officially. I think you all know by now, if you didn't, the thing I'm most excited for, where are my scissors? Here they are. Where are the stationery scissors? So I've just been a big fan of how these have looked the entire time. I've heard fantastic things. So the box itself is all one piece. It's magnetic, so it can stay inside of here. You don't have to find a new home for it if you don't want to. We'll go ahead and take a look and get these scissors out of here. I have heard wonderful things about these scissors, that they have a really nice weight to them, which they do. They're not as heavy as everyone made them sound to be. Like, they're the weight of a regular pair of scissors. But really nice look. I love that we have the Archer and Olive logo right here on the front as well. All right, the other thing I was really excited for, at least taking a look at the mechanical pencils, first time seeing these inside of any of the boxes. We got pens with that October box that we got, which is pretty neat. And now we have these very pretty, there's no doubt about it that they're not pretty mechanical pencils. Aside from the pattern that's on these pencils, I do like the look of these. They have a really cool gold top and clip, as well as the top of the pen here as well. Pressing on that, you're gonna see a pretty fast lead advance on those. So just make sure you're being careful how quick you press that, and that way you're not constantly pushing the lead back in and, breaking it as you're writing with it as well. They are put in here as kind of like a keepsake set. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually be saving a lot of the packaging from this necessarily. Again, I think they look very nice. They are most certainly flowers. They are nowhere close to a snowflake shape. So, it's just not my deal personally, but these are really nice. We'll go ahead and do like a quick test with them. I mean, they're gonna write like a pencil, right? But we have some other stuff in here we have to test out too, so we might as well do everything together. The next thing that we're gonna find inside of here are going to be the washi. So I actually just learned a trick from online. If you ever want to open a box of these without ripping it, you can put something like a ruler in here, and we're supposed to just pop it open without ripping the box. So inside of here, we are going to find a total of 4 different washis that we're gonna have. The first one that we're gonna have inside of here is going to be that flower pattern that we're seeing throughout this entire box. So this is a nice thick one here. Definitely going to be someone's new friend. Not mine, not during my collection, because I have too much washi already, and I'm only trying to keep washi that I'm gonna use. So someone will be friended a very beautiful washi. I actually really do like this one here. So this kind of goes along with the theme. It's kind of this coffee shop. So we have the cafe, come in, we're open. We've got a mug. We have a little coffee shop that's on here too, which is really nice. And then I didn't realize this inside of the review, but this is actually kind of like the foam art that you see on some of those like lattes and things like that. So I'll keep this one. It's little heart shapes that are inside of here, but coffee nonetheless. I have a lot of coffee stamps and things like that, so certainly can use that one. And the last one here is just going to be a stripe pattern that we see. Kind of all the colors of this box are going to be inside of here. So you get a good collection. It's definitely a good collection, but I have so much washi at this point. It's kind of ridiculous, but I just feel like washi just comes with every single box now. I know people love washi. I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying, like, I have enough washi already. All right, next thing that we're gonna have are going to be the set of gel pens. So this is going to be something that we're adding to the collection. I haven't been using the gel pens as much as I thought I would. I think it's mostly kind of like I forget. I'm not forgetting that they're there, but I kind of forget that they're there. I don't use a whole lot of gel pens in my designs. The one thing I did notice inside of Bonnie's unboxing is this really nice design that's on here. This isn't something that we've really seen before. We've got the ampersand Archer and Olive logo on the tips of these, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. They go with everything that's inside of this pack. The color scheme is always on point. You can never discredit the team for that. So we'll swatch these in just a little bit. Check out what they look like too. All right, next thing inside of here, I'm excited for. I'm not gonna say that I'm not excited for it, but this was the decorative pen storage tin that came inside of here. It's tea themed. It kind of goes along with the whole coffee shop. However, it does have the flower pattern all over it. I really do like the typography though that's on the front of this can. It looks very nice, and it's just gonna be empty on the inside, so you can stick your pens, pencils, whatever you want inside of here. So I love the way it looks on the front. A lot of that flower pattern, but always a sucker to stick anything inside of a case. All right, next big thing inside of here is going to be the mug itself. So this was a beautiful looking mug. I really am a big fan of it. It is nice and secure. We've got no cracks. We've got beautiful shipping, really nice, cool handle. I didn't mention that during the review, but I love the way this handle looks. And then of course we've got this really cool pattern inside of here too. So never seen that before. Love it for the sake of like this whole theme and kind of what they're doing. It makes sense, but you know, something I'll go ahead and hand off to my wife who enjoys tea and things like that much more. I don't think iced coffee would look too hot or cold inside of this mug. All right, next is going to be the collage set. So we did see this inside of the reaction video that we saw. So this is going to have some stickers here on the front, which I like. I'm a fan of these stickers here. You couldn't really see it in that review video, but they do have a really cool little metallic kind of flair to them here. Liking the way that those look. And then inside of here, you're going to have the pattern in a bunch of these different colors. So these are going to be the vellum sheets that we talked about seeing. Again, this pattern is heavy all over this entire box. So if you're not a fan of this pattern, then I don't think you're necessarily going to be a huge fan of this box per se. But if you do like this pattern, then you're going to be all about it and you should get it. Don't forget, I have a link for you down in the descriptions below. If you still want to get the box, it is still available. All right, and the next two things that are going to be in here are going to be the two different journals. So we have an A5 size journal and we have a square journal. Excited to take a look at these like up close and personal. Of course, every time we're looking at those review videos, you never really can quite tell exactly what those look like. So let's get our hands on these. I can always say their theme boxes always look very pretty. While they might not be my color or my style, I can always appreciate really good packaging. As the last time, we are now seeing that instead of a sticker with the item on the back, they are now printed right on the back of the boxes. I know there's a little love-hate for that. Some people are like, yep, that's great. I like that personally. But some people are actually using those stickers inside of their notebooks to keep track of all the different notebooks that they have. Very smart idea. This one is very nice. It was hard to tell kind of what it was gonna feel like in the video. I thought it was actually going to feel, or was, actual canvas, but with my hands on it right now, it's not at all. It actually looks like it's printed on here. It's very pretty. There's no doubt about that, again, that this is not a pretty box. I really like the way the designs are. I like the continuation throughout the entire collection. This is a beautiful notebook, and this is going to be a dot grid notebook. So super nice, and I agree. Something that Bonnie said on the video, the reveal video, was that what they liked is you could also see this pattern when it's sitting on your shelf. And that's how you'll see it sitting on my shelf. I'm not gonna keep this one in the box. Just doesn't go with my messy color scheme. No, I think it looks so cool. I would rather you see this than this personally. So you'll see this. All right, and the last one we're going to be looking at is going to be the square notebook. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I was bummed. Was really excited to maybe use this as one of my next bullet journals, but in fact, it is a lined journal inside. So I definitely will have to find some ways to use this. I actually had someone reach out to me and said that they do notebook transplants. So they would take a square dot grid notebook and somehow, don't know how they would do it, transplant it into this notebook here. I'm slightly intrigued about it, but then I'm also like, oh God, would that like mess up the journal? And I don't wanna hurt its feelings. So we'll see what happens. But I think that this design is awesome. I actually really, really like this design, but this kind of pressed inside of here, this color versus it being gold or silver or any other kind of foil, it has a really nice design to it that we just haven't really seen before. And I think, as most things are with these subscription boxes, we have a good chance of maybe seeing more like this in the future. If you don't like foil print, you want something a little bit more subdued, this might be right up your alley, and who knows, we might actually see some of these designs in the future. All right, so there's everything inside of our box. It is now time to do our swatch and check out the pencil, see how those look. I'm gonna guarantee they look like a pencil. And we'll also check out the different colors for those gel pens as well, see how cool it looks. So let's go ahead and check that out. You will definitely see me using these a lot more in my Plan With Me videos. I've been looking for a nice pair of scissors that I can use, nothing too big and something that actually cuts through some of the transfers that I've been doing recently. Also just kind of like little craft things. Cutting your notebook, if you're a fan of doing like Dutch doors or anything else like this, like these are great little snippers to use for those. So I'm really excited to have them as part of the collection. I love that Archer and Olive has these cool little pieces too, so excited for these. And excited about some of the other things too. I definitely think the gel pens are nice. I gotta find a way to start to use those a little bit more since I have them so they don't go to waste. The notebooks, very nice. I love the quality of them. I'm excited to see what other types of patterns and things we might get in the future, especially with that printed canvas like we have on the overall themed one with all of the cool flowers and the coffee shop on it. If we're doing that, we can do a whole lot more with these notebooks in the future. Maybe there's a cool pattern or design that they couldn't do before that now they're experimenting with these notebooks could be used a little bit better. And I would say the same exact thing for the print on the square notebook. This is very nice, it's very refined, and I absolutely love the way that it looks. I'm hoping that we can see a lot more of these things in the future. Of course, I would love to hear from you on what you thought about this subscription box. If you already commented in my other video, you don't have to say it again, but if you have any additional comments that you want to add now that you have your box for yourself, or if you're interested in this box, don't forget, you can still get this box. It's a part of the subscription. You'll get a new box every quarter, and if you subscribe now, you'll actually get this box that we saw today in that video, and then every quarter you'll get a brand new box. I'm actually really excited for these future ones. Archer and Olive left a comment on my reaction video, which I was a little bit nervous about because I was like, oh crap, like, do they think I like don't love it, and are they mad at me? I tend to overthink things like that, but they were like, you are gonna really like these upcoming boxes, which makes me feel very excited. So excited to see some of those. As I mentioned, even though the theme of this one and some of the patterns aren't up my alley, it does not mean that I love these subscription boxes any less. In fact, I love them even more because we start to see little drips and drops of what we might see in the future. Like I said, printing canvas, having a different type of notebook with different imprints, cool crafting accessories, like who knows what's up next. So we'll see what's happening. Maybe have to do another prediction video in the future as we take a look and start to analyze these a little bit more. You know, I'm a hardcore fan and absolutely love Archer and Olive. As always, thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll talk to you very soon. Happy planning. See ya.